The list goes on and on. I'm standing here tonight again talking about more famous, powerful men accused of inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace. Late tonight, a senior CNN producer. This just hours after Today Show anchor Matt Lauer and a Prairie Home Companion creator, Keillor, lost their jobs. Two men, well-known media personalities for decades, now fired in disgrace.
NBC Today Show anchor Matt Lauer has been fired.
We have just learned that NBC's Matt Lauer has been fired. You see him right there.
NBC News has fired longtime Today Show host Matt Lauer over inappropriate sexual behavior.
This is sending shockwaves, obviously, through newsrooms across the country, as well as people.
And tonight we're adding Lauer and Keillor to our late feed sexual misconduct tracker. It began with allegations against movie producer Harvey Weinstein. Those complaints now number in the dozens and went on to include accusations against Kevin Spacey, Louis C.K., and too many others to list by name. Now, the details of Lauer's alleged behavior, as shared by several news outlets, are disturbing, including reports he exposed himself to coworkers, and he had a button beneath his desk to lock his office door for privacy. We still haven't heard from Lauer himself, but an NBC spokesperson says two more accusers have come forward since the news broke this morning. You can see by the social media heat map, this continues to be the talk of the nation today, with responses ranging from outrage to support to confusion. So tonight, we're asking our 11 Live Facebook viewers if you would be comfortable filing a sexual harassment complaint at work. The results, 51% of you yes, but 49% of you saying no tonight. Now, because of that poll and your comments on it, I decided to bring in two members of my legal dream team, LaTonya Hines and Daryl Cohen, along with Natisha Lance, for an open discussion about sexual misconduct in the workplace. Now, one of the problems that we've had, and we've noticed on Facebook, is people are confused between sexual harassment and sexual assault. So let's talk about that with our legal dream team here tonight in our think tank. Let's start off by defining it, sexual assault, and the definition for sexual harassment, so people understand the difference, because they've really been conflated in all this discussion.
Well, it's a little bit simple. Sexual assault usually means there's something physical that's happened. So there's been some type of physical touching of some sort, obviously that was unconsensual. And with sexual harassment, which sometimes involves sexual assault, it means it's something pervasive. It's been a behavior that's gone on. It doesn't mean that somebody's actually been touched or anything. It could be inappropriate jokes. It could be comments about a person's figure, comments about things that you might want to do to the person sexually. It could be emails. All of those things would be a part of sexual harassment.
And when we start talking about sexual assault, we're talking about crimes, Daryl, and harassment is different.
Sexual assault can incarcerate a person for a period of time, small, lengthy, whatever it is. Sexual harassment, not necessarily sexual assault, it's a civil crime. Not a crime, but I use the word crime because that's what people understand. You can be sued for that. You can lose your job for that, as so many people have done in the past several weeks, starting, I guess, with Bill O'Reilly, and then there was, of course, Harvey Weinstein, and then Charlie Rose and Garrison Keillor.
Now, if you name everybody, we'll be here all night, Daryl. You know
all
that,
night
right?
And tomorrow, and then Matt Lauer this morning.
This is one of the biggest questions that we got on our Facebook page, though. Tricia says this: a welcome hug or a brief hand on my back or shoulder is not harassment to me. I don't want men to be petrified to give me friendly compliments, but does corporate America and the culture need to be playing from the same book? Are companies doing enough to educate their employees about what it is?
Here's the thing. Most companies have a sexual harassment policy, and it tells you about what you can and can't do and gives you a procedure about what to do to address the issue. And when you look at it, like if you were looking under Title VII about when it talks about harassment, and if you were going to do such a claim, it talks about pervasive. This is something that's a bit ongoing. It's nothing just a tap or anything like this. It becomes
It's ongoing. Like the uncomfortable work environment.
Correct. A hostile work environment.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's in the eyes of the beholder. If I am flirting with a woman, she may like it and she may flirt back. On the other hand, she may find that what I'm doing is inappropriate and I'm harassing her.
So if the woman flirts back, does that mean she doesn't have a claim?
It means you shouldn't have a claim. What people say and what they do is not necessarily
Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that. If you are an accuser or an accused, legally, what should you be doing? Let's start with the accuser, someone who feels that they're a victim.
Well, here's the thing. Are you talking about it in the civil sense?
Civil.
In your workplace?
Absolutely.
Well, usually there's a procedure set up. And so what usually you should do at that point in time, most employment lawyers will tell you, you need to go through the procedure, tell your HR person, tell somebody who can step in there and maybe get you out of the relationship in a sense. So you guys become separated as they investigate the situation.
All right, let's talk about being the accused. Darryl, what do? You're in the workplace and someone's accusing you of sexual harassment.
It's the old between a rock and a hard place. If you have not committed sexual harassment, in your opinion, then obviously you need to deny it. Do you head for cover? Do you come out and say, I just didn't do it? It was merely looking at you, was talking to you. It was a friendly tap on the shoulder. I think every case is different, and every man and every woman needs to be very aware of what they are and what they're not doing, and how what they are doing or not doing is perceived by the other party.
Exactly. You could send it.
Now you can watch the rest of our discussion right now on our 11 Alive Facebook page, and our digital team will continue working 24/7 to bring you the latest details on this developing story whenever they happen on 11alive.com and the 11 Alive app.